Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Dire Bear and welcome to Falskallan Nights. I am your host, the Bard with no name. I apologize for us taking so long to get started tonight, but, well, there's a lot of stuff going on in the background, and seeing as it's our own Diamondbacks last game with us, let's get through this stuff real damn quickly. So, before we get into tonight's session, let's go into announcements. Tom, take it away.
Thank you for the last time. Well, not for the last time, but thank you, JT, for letting me do this one more time. Thank you, adventurers, for joining us in Koduria. No two words about it. This one's going to be a barn burner. The Hallowed Revolt has their ambush underway. Kodurian guards are falling left and right, but Tobias of Kieths has a knife to Diamondback's throat. This could go any way possible, and as the tension mounts, the very, very tired Team Them is just running into view. Can they save their battered bard? Well, maybe, with just a little help from our first sponsor, D&D Beyond. Their platform allows us to keep all our campaign info and character sheets in one place. They've got character creation tools, expandable note sections, and just about every source book or character species you can name. They also have an entire section devoted to homebrewing. So, if one of your characters wants to make a crossbow that shoots angry squirrels at people's nuts, or if one of your players wants to make the fantasy equivalent of that little blue pill that helps you both rise and shine, well, you can do that, for better or worse. Thank you, D&D Beyond, for continuing to sponsor us, and, well, whatever the hell it was we're coming up with this week. That being said, if you're looking for a little more musical medicine, might I suggest our next sponsor, FX May Vary. They are a genre-hopping, hard-rockin', dice-rolling band of magnificent musicians from Newmarket, Ontario, who, along with keeping this company afloat, also wrote and performed the amazing theme song you hear at the end of every Dire Bear stream. They balance toe-tapping tunes with mental health advocacy, and two their esteemed number are even on one of our D&D shows. You can seek them out on YouTube, Spotify, just about any place where music is streamed. You can even reach out to them on Facebook and Instagram. Their tunes are designed to be enjoyed by everyone. Side effects may include feelings of happiness, an impulsive desire to move rhythmically, a drive to share with others, and a compulsion to follow the band on social media. As always, though, individual effects may vary. Of course, the ranks of Dire Bear sponsors are not limited only to official D&D websites and wonderful Ontario rock bands. If you so choose, you, yes you, dear viewer, can join the rarefied air of Dire Bear supporters. How, you might ask? By joining us on Patreon and perusing the wonderful rewards available to you. You can get Discord privileges, merch, and mentions at the end of our streams. On Wednesday nights, that still means you get a patented Diamondback parody song. Yes, our bard may be in dire straits, but my pipes are not. And this is the last time I get a chance to do it, so gird your loins. There's even a tier that gives you access to monthly voice acting lessons with me, all geared towards RPGs. So if you've been looking for the perfect voice for your rough and tumble rogue, or your upstanding paladin, let me put my experience as a voiceover and radio professional at your disposal. Hop on over to patreon.com/direbearac and become part of the magic. While you're at it, of course, why not wear your Dire Bear love on your sleeve, your legs, your most of you? Hit up the Dire Bear merch store on Streamlabs to find some roaring great things for all your nerdy needs. We've got t-shirts, we've got hoodies, we've got sweatpants, and unfortunately, I think the quest for hashtag Daddy Diamondback thongs leaves with me. But I shall take the only existing pair of Daddy Diamondback hot pants in existence to British Columbia with me, that it might continue to spur my creative energy. Of course, we also have Dire Bear's tried, tested, and tremendous pride merch, including the Beyond Alignment line of tank tops and t-shirts, with variants that include the non-binary, trans, and BLM pride colors. They're a great reminder that human rights are a year-round battle, so slap on some highly inclusive geek chic and let them know that nothing attracts bears like Dire Bear. JT, back over to you.
All right. Well, I love all of me, so let's keep moving with this. Yeah, let's get into tonight's episode of Falskallan Nights. Last time on Falskallan Nights, or I guess I should say Kodurian Nights. Team them and the Hallowed Revolt ambushed Tobias of Kieths' caravan back to Estad, the capital city of Koduria. Although Team Them is a bit lagging behind, getting caught a little too early, being unsneakily, the Hallowed Revolt still planned with the ambush at point. Getting an absolute beastly first round off, a surprise round off, and then continuing to pummel my crew into the ground. The honor guard, and well, the mages that have been accompanying Tobias O'Keefe and the magistrate are now fighting back and starting to hold their own. Although starting to dwindle in numbers, the Hallowed Revolt is starting to feel their wounds catch up to them. That being the case, Tobias Keith, noting an opportunity, has grabbed Diamondback and has a knife to his throat. Which brings us to the top of the round. As Team Them are running in, they will get a point of exhaustion. Exhaustion. You guys have been perpetually like running and dashing for a while, just trying to catch up, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's how that's going to be. So, Shiren, you are
All right.
on Decky Poo.
Well, so she can't see Diamondback yet, but she definitely sees Tobias, so she's just going to kind of troop about 30 feet up that way. Do I have
Diamondback and Tobias Keith are kind of in the same, or they are on the same square. They're occupying the same space. It's more or less like I have them there just kind of distinguish.
Yeah, so she'd be able to see Diamondback kind of in his clutches then.
Pretty much with a knife to the throat.
Yeah. So she's actually going to stop there, kind of see him with the knife to the throat, and just sort of call out, Tobias! You let him go. Sort of holds her arms out. And you get me.
Make a performance check to. It's just to be able to catch his attention.
Yeah.
Because there's still a lot going on.
That is a 19.
Okay. Let me just see. Roll a perception. Yeah. Okay, yeah. You see out of the corner of his eye, like he's, even though he has Diamondback like pretty much held knife to throat, eyes are shifting back and forth, just kind of doing a battle assessment and awareness going on. The way you project your voice is able to overrule a lot of like the general combat that is around in the area. And I mean, Shiren being very much a noble, being taught how to project and be pronounced and whatnot, has a way of grabbing attention. You notice that he looks over and he acknowledges that, like, he hears.
Yeah. And she'll just kind of say, Unit guards, stop attacking. My people will too. You let Diamondback go. You take me in his place. And everybody just walks away. But if you harm one hair on him, nobody on your side is leaving this ground alive.
Make a persuasion check.
All right.
I'm trying to decide of whether or not that's at disadvantage or not. No, just make it a persuasion check.
Cool.
It's a decently formed argument,
Yep.
and it's not a far stretch.
Yeah. 26.
All right. Just give me a sec. Okay. So with that, you say your piece, and yeah, you say your piece.
Yep.
That's your turn.
That's my turn. No bonus action. She's just going to kind of stand there, arms wide.
Cool. Beatrice and Warwick.
Warwick hearing Shiren essentially say, like, ceasefire. Is going to hold their action, aiming at Tobias in case Tobias makes any move whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, like any hostile movements.
Yeah.
Like if he's just stepping back or whatever. So Warwick is holding their action. I cannot remember if I have Hunter's Mark right now. I think the person I had Hunter's Mark on died.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna move it to Tobias, which is just a bonus action.
Yep. Okay. We'll do that little skull and crossbone as a hunter marks reminder. You will still have to remember that you have it there.
Yes, got
Gotcha.
it. Okay, so Warwick is holding their action to shoot their crossbow. Beatrice is booking it as fast as her little legs can carry her.
Yep.
I need to measure how far she can run. Okay, she can get pretty close if she dashes. Okay. She gonna dash to right there.
Yeah.
So that's movement and action to dash. The end, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Unless you have a bonus action to do something, but that's...
I don't think so. Yeah, my only bonus actions are second wind and 2 weapon fighting, which I'm not doing either right now. So the end.
The end. Actually, at this point, I'll ask. I'm going to ask Tom. His insights on what Diamondback would possibly be doing, like understanding that you have a knife to your throat and this is a very dire spot.
Yeah. Diamondback has been through it a bit. His mind's kind of boggled, but he's still cogent enough to recognize Shiren's voice. Like you'd probably be getting a bit of a muffle, like kind of like some cry of protest of.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can't really make out the words, but you get the sense he's telling Shiren, just don't give yourself up for me.
Yeah, exactly. And at this point, I can give you the ability to have a hold action. So like, just kind of like until something happens, you have the ability to do something.
Okay. Just need to check something to see if there's much of an action he can.
You do remember you are gagged and you are bound.
Yeah.
Bound foot and foot and hand.
Yeah. So in that case,
Given you're on deck.
Yeah, in that case, for a potential held action, my question would be, how much verbal does one need for a verbal component?
You have to still be able to enunciate.
Okay, yeah. So not really much he can do. He might take a held action to like run to the nearest friendly the second he's released.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I want to say being gagged is actually specifically mentioned.
Okay, yeah. So yeah.
Which at that point, all right. Given.
Yeah. I take my movement and I'm running right here.
Excellent.
And then I bonus action rage. I cast rage. That's the one
Rage.
character sheet.
Sure.
That's Eerie.
Rampage.
Rage. Reggae. Mhm.
Jabby, slow driving Dunaway over to the battle.
Big yell wine.
Diamond back one.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So bonus action range, and so I'm gonna make my attack action.
So you're going after the guard.
Going straight in.
And
Take
remind
my-
me, Tobias, like mechanically speaking, Tobias is on Diamondback space or the other way around?
It's the other way around. So
Okay.
like
Diamondback is on Tobias's space.
Yeah. That makes sense. Okay.
Spleen's attack is to run up and burp in his face. Sheer sonic force.
just sheer sonic force, or it's just like the fact that like I've been running. This is my runner's puke.
Yep. Yep.
God, Mike.
I got a stitch in my side.
Sonic and poison damage. What a combo.
Okay, so what's the attack?
Okay. I am going to do battle axe attack on him. It's gonna be with
Harder arcs.
martial. It's gonna be martial
Yep.
attack.
Cool.
So
Just
not-
just so you know, the guard does have his shield up,
Mhm.
raising the AC, and
Okay.
like both of you guys are running forward, and the guy sees both of you. He notices that Warwick is kind of like holding position, so like shield up and sword pretty much right on one of the crevices, kind of ready to
Mhm.
go.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I got like drool coming out my mouth.
That's my girl.
I'm sweating.
All right, make your attack.
Yep.
Go for it.
Oh, natural 20.
Oh, shit.
Mama.
Cat face. Start off the night with a natural 20.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so that is a 10. So four is blitz. Yep. And then with Rajay.
Alrighty.
Rajay. That's 19 damage with that hit.
Woo.
Dang.
And then my second attack.
That was 19 damage for that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
19 slashing damage. Next one.
Let's do this. Let's do this. Ah, na, 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 na.
So what is that? 20?
Mm, mm, mm.
21 to hit.
At 21. Yep, that beats it. Just casually drop some drum and bass in here.
Yeah, oh gosh. 9 plus 16 damage.
16?
Yep. And that will be my turn. My turn.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. I have Eerie.
Yeah, you still got. Yeah. It's okay. Hey. It's a lot.
Oh, what was I thinking in the last game? Oh.
Uh-oh.
Wait.
Oh, no.
No, wait. Where's 30? Right there. Well, it might be a bit dangerous though, since he's sharing a space with him.
Ew.
Ah! So let me go ahead and move her to what I was looking at, which was right here on the tree. Mm. Okay. This can. Oh man. Okay. That is.
Who's on deck, JT?
Tobias.
Which player
Okay.
is next up?
Yimmer. Yimmer would be the next player next up, but there's a couple turns between then.
Yeah.
So since we have like a ceasefire, she is going to do a nice little I'm gonna put a I'm gonna cast haste. You're perfectly at 30 feet.
Ooh,
I'm casting haste on you,
All right.
Sharon.
Okay. I'll look up the spell so I know what it does.
So
Alrighty.
haste, get +2 to your AC. Your speed is doubled. Have
Nice.
advantage on dexterity saving throws, and you gain an additional action on each of your turns.
Well, damn.
Which can only be used for certain things. It mentions
Yeah,
it.
only
Like
take attack, one weapon attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object action.
All right. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll just do this. Yeah. That should show up in roll 20.
Yep, it does.
All right. You could put maybe like a sticker like zoomies on you.
That's all right. I've got it. I've got the spell looked up in D&D Beyond. So.
I've got lightning bolts. We're good.
Yeah, zoomies.
Hey. Gotta go fast.
All right. So that's your turn.
That's my turn.
All right, it's Tobias's turn. Looking back and forth and seeing everything isn't closing in, especially with Beatrice and Spleen coming in now, realizing that there's more coming towards him, he grabs Diamondback and he starts pulling him back, just like you can only move 15 feet, so that'd be right about there. Just for the sake of it, Diamondback is still in tow.
Yeah.
Warwick, you still have a line on him, but it's starting. Technically, Tobias would be under 3/4 cover as is because of the
Wait.
body, because of Diamondback
Mm.
held.
I think I ignore that due to sharpshooter. Let me double check.
Ooh.
Yeah, you would.
Mhm.
Okay,
Nice.
Okay. Just that's good to know on both ends there. He's eyeing Shiren and seeing everyone else and going. Fuck. I actually had something to say and now I forgot it. Ah! It's one of those. Dang it.
Yeah.
He looks over. You're the one who wants him alive, honey. It doesn't matter if he's alive or dead. You call your boys off. Then we can talk. Get them away from me.
Some of us are ladies.
And for that is going to end his turn. With that is going to be the Abjurer.
Yes.
Yeah. So the Abjurer is going to. Do they still have concentration? I'm trying to remember if I rolled concentration checks for this guy because he's very hurt. I would assume that at this point the Wall of Force would have been dropped due to a concentration drop. So I'm just going to delete that.
Maybe he feels like he wants to cast something else. Concentration.
Yeah, for
It's like,
sure.
that one's over there. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, that means my fairy fire is also gone. So
Oh, yeah.
those red dots or whatever.
Oh, true. Yeah, the red dots are gone.
Yeah.
Okay. This is what's going to happen. First order of protection is to protect the Viceroy. The Abjurer is going to run up and is going to cast Globe of Invulnerability. So basically a 10-foot.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Can you guys see that?
Yep.
Second aura.
Yeah.
So that's. You see this magical dome, basically centered around this conjurer, get shot up and kind of billowing light conally comes up and down, surrounding Tobias of Kieths.
Hmm.
Yeah, okay. So then this is going to be. Yeah, at that point, he turns. We need to get out of here, Viceroy. And that's all he's going to say to Tobias, Yimmer, and Reedon.
Well, that sucks. Yimmer's just gonna kind of pop out and shoot this guy. The crossbow bolt.
Crossbowbolt.
Who is doing that?
Yimmer.
Yimmer.
Okay. I was gonna say, because remember, Reedon has Holy Weapon on his sword.
That's going to be 15.
15 to hit.
Yes.
That will not hit.
Well then.
50. I was like, 50 doesn't hit. What the
This guy has what we call plot armor.
hot armor?
And so that being what Yimmer can do, and seeing Diamondback being kind of taken hostage away, Yimmer's going to slide down the ravine. Or whatever.
He's gonna slide and fill that ravine.
Oh yes. Slide and fill it.
Hal, you're on deck.
So I
Sorry, Howard, not Hal. My bad.
Okay.
safe to say that like just going down that face would be his movement because it's difficult terrain. He has 25 movement speed, so
Make an athletics.
woohoo! only have a
Does
-1 stat.
Reden's stuff count for both parties or just the Hallowed Revolt? How does that work? Not Reden, sorry. Warwick. For favored terrain for
No, yeah, the favorite
rough
terrain
terrain.
would work with all of us.
So you wouldn't have to
Yeah,
worry
you're
about rough terrain.
you're
Yeah, you can-
considered part of my party, so
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, Yimmer would have that no problem. Oh, then never mind. No, then you wouldn't have any issue getting down this thing.
Oh, good, because I rolled it too.
Just lands perfectly.
Yeah, sticks the landing. Okay.
It's basically the video of like a guy kind of flipping a sheep over down a hill, but it just rolls once, lands on its feet.
So 15 feet more. Is that? Yeah. So yeah, Yimmer's gonna get there. And yeah, he's already used an action, so won't persuade. So
You'll try and persuade.
won't do that to. Fine, I will persuade it with my +11.
To
I'll
do
do it.
what?
Next turn, like I already took my action.
Yep.
So now it's Reden's turn. So Reden's just still gonna go at this guy. So just runs up. And yeah, goes to town on him. Flanking as well. So that's advantage on all of these.
Yeah.
This guy, this guy's gonna get fucked. 20 to hit.
Yes, it does.
What are it's 2d8 radiant
2d8
damage.
radiant damage on top of your normal damage.
Woo.
No, all damage just gets replaced by 2d8 radiant. We call this
Even if you
effectively
hit
a
more
downgrade.
times, it's just 2d8.
Yeah, I learned this spell as a joke to play with my friends.
Oh, well, hello there.
Okay.
11 points of slashing damage, 14 points of radiant damage.
So total it is 25.
Gonna swing again. Natural 20.
Okay.
So
Oh, this is
48
going to be the most
radiant.
righteous of damage I can tell. Oh, that's amazing. That is 15 points of slashing and 9 points of radiant. So do I double both?
Yeah,
If it's rolled,
gonna
yes.
die.
If
So that's going
modifiers do not get doubled. It's any dice rolled will get doubled.
Okay, so 18 points of radiant and 18 points of radiant. 25 points of slashing damage.
Oh!
Damn.
Maybe I
Oh!
should have.
Damn.
Maybe I should have hasted him.
Listen, there were several people
Yeah.
that I was
I
like,
almost hasted
if
your
them
turn
can
to
get
do
holy
the-
weapon,
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will
So
be
with that, running with the righteous fury, axe up high, come up high, run down low, you swing up once. I'm just gonna call this just like the one swing kind of hits twice, just for righteous fury's sake. Cuts up and in as this person gets cleaved, almost like cleft from the hip, pretty much like up into the other side of the rib cage. You see the split happen, but as the split starts becoming more visceral and more bloodied and gored, you see what is like the radiant damage starting to set in and just singe what was there, and the body just
Gosh.
pretty much vaporizes right in front of you.
Oh, that's going in the highlight reel. And I guess, yeah, reading's done.
Alrighty. We need to clip that.
Yeah. Yep. Deca.
You call Deck out. You just see them come out of. Yes.
Hello.
You need to clip that right now, brother.
Alright, Howard.
Hang on, I'm putting a timestamp. Okay.
Yep. There we go.
Globe.
So just to confirm, this one is no more.
There we go.
I keep forgetting that I have to do that. Let's just be honest.
Now, to be fair, there aren't many of them left.
All of a sudden, the horses transform into the guards.
Alright, so Howard, you're on.
Yeah.
They've been waiting the whole time.
What are you doing? What you doing?
I'm gonna get closer first.
Oh, right.
Fucking globe.
What about your buddy there, Yim? Your
What?
friend.
Oh yeah, true. Your friend
Yeah.
showed up with us.
Oh yeah.
Exhaustion doesn't exist for them because they don't have.
They're always exhausted.
Break it. Go
They
ahead.
they were life exhausted.
Yeah, story of
Fuck it. I know what.
Oh, what is the movement? This guy?
probably.
Okay.
Anyway, so Howard, you could still make your move and go.
Okay.
Like
You guys can simultaneously do this at the same time. Don't need to stop.
I'm gonna do this.
Well,
Everybody
basically-
do your turn at the same time.
yeah. This guy's just gonna come here. And
Move.
that's
All right, cool.
And I'm gonna get that. Nope. Nope. Yep. Go away.
Yep. Nope.
And then I'm gonna cast Steel Wind Strike
oh,
at them on this
Ooh,
dude
damn.
right there.
Which one?
So you're
The one
talking
in front of Spleen and B and
Mine.
Zombie Man. I'm sorry, he's the only one I can reach. It's only a 30-foot range. The first target has to be within 30 feet, and then the others have to be within 30 feet of the previous, I believe. Give me a sec.
Howard.
Up to 5. Correction. They all have to be within 30 feet of me, I think. That's okay. I said what I said, damn it. And I meant it. Where's the right
So it's
one?
only Steel Wind Strike is going to hit who?
If there's no one else in 30 feet of me, yes. And there's not, because they're all in the bubble. Fuckers.
Is it 30 feet of you or 30 feet of the target?
I believe it's choose up to 5 creatures you can see within range.
This one's 30
Yeah.
feet.
Yeah, which one? I think it has to be within me.
Within
Oh.
range, make a spell.
Also, weird getting spammed with something. Hang on.
What?
Who's coming in?
It sounded like a whole bunch of boons, but I couldn't see it because I have too many windows.
Oh my god.
But it's It's attacking this dude.
Mhm.
Make. That is a 25 to hit.
25? Yeah.
Which is 60-10 force damage.
Force damage.
Okay. 29, 39, 48 damage.
Uh,
And I will appear right here.
I'm not even attempting to do mental math at this point. I'm grabbing my phone. Yeah. With a flourish of the blade and your shield up, you charge, thrusting your thrusting your sword forward. And as that happens, a wind at your back pushes you forward at an unnatural speed, opening a teleportation circle just right in front of you. As you step through, the blade finds its purchase at the target that you had intended it to be. But the sheer impact and force of that, it stabs through the honor guard, and the pure concussive power pushes him right back. It lands right into the shield, just deflects right off. And slumps over.
Move freely. Nope, because I used all my movement already. Never mind. Well, that's Howard's turn. Who around Val was hurt? I don't remember.
Make a perception check. Don't give numbers out, people.
Much as I love thee, well, on a scale from 1 to 86.
Yeah, it was more of like, I don't really care what the numbers are, just are you hurt? Hang on.
Freaking Baymax.
Hi, you have been hurt.
Perception. Right. Sorry, brain. 14.
14. Okay, cool. Who around you is all right? Who's hurt?
Yeah, Shiren's taking some hits.
Reedon
Or-
has a couple arrows.
Warwick
Taking
took one.
Take it to the knee.
Okay, Warden is way over there.
Take
Erie,
it to
are
the
you
knee.
fine?
Dirty Bay.
Okay.
I'm good.
Boop.
Oh, we could do it for
Surprisingly.
work.
5.
Mhm.
15.
Okay. So you're...
Okay, yeah. I have enough to get to everyone, so I will go down to the one, and then up to the other, and then over to the other.
Running around slapping us.
Yep.
Yes.
Like fun.
Butt claps.
And that is once again Balm of Peace.
Alright.
And then I'm gonna bonus action healing word myself. And that will be my
Okay.
turn. That's it.
Okay, so how much healing goes out?
I'm about to roll.
All right, Dolly and Hal Styrian.
Make that one's D6. So 2D6. That is 12 health to each person who is hit with Balm of Peace. Dolly, Reedon, Shiren, and myself.
Yay.
And then
All right.
healing word level 2.
Right.
That's all.
So for my turn, I'm going to just have Halsterian double move and rage at the ball.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Uh,
Is that like different from panic at the disco?
Oh,
yeah, it's
Nice.
almost like a ballroom blitz, but it's a little bit,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
a reminder that
That's right. Given, can you roll a d20 for a boon? And Lissa, can you roll a d20 for a bane?
13.
It's not for specifically you guys, but just for the
Yeah.
party.
13 boom.
14 Bane.
Mm-hmm.
give me a minute. Just a reminder, Val, Reedon, Shiren, and Dolly, the 4 that I healed, actually. You have Emboldening Bond, so remember that you can add a d4 to an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw during your turn, and you can use your reaction to teleport to anyone else who is bonded within 30 feet and take the damage they would take instead.
Mm-hmm.
does that make it through a sphere of invulnerability?
It is not
'Cause
a
I'm going to
spell.
guess not.
It is not a spell, it is a divine effect of Peace Domain.
Wait.
But Diamondback is not
Yeah.
bonded.
Yeah.
So
Right, of course.
can't do it to him. But if any of us are in there, yes, it should work.
Roger that. Okay. Dolly's just gonna slash at this guy here because she's got nothing better to do at this point.
Yep.
And wants to hold on to her spells while she can. She's going to, let's see. That's a 15 to hit.
15 to hit against that one. That will not hit. So the first attack, you're swinging for the outfields and just taking too long to do the wind out, and so at that point you swing wide, and this woman just steps back, seeing the wind up coming through, effectively dodging your attack.
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to do this then. And for a bonus action, she will. Let's see. Oh no, that's for an action. She's just going to have a fiery blade just explode in her free hand. It doesn't actually do any damage yet,
But it's very intimidating.
Yes.
I cast Roman Candle.
Oh my god.
Aperta caravan, curva.
Oh, you gotta re-roll that Bane. It's gotta be a D12 for Banes.
Oh, it's D12 for Banes.
Yep.
My bad. Sorry. That's on my
Okay,
point.
let me do it again.
Yeah. Swinging the hammer wide, and the flame blade effectively apparates in your hand. Flames up. So that's Halsterian.
Thought you said for the emboldening bond, we can add a
A D4.
D4 to an attack roll. Will a
Yes.
Brain, come on, you can math.
Once per turn.
Will an 18 hit?
Does it 18 hit? Sorry, my mind
Yeah.
just went. Yeah, it hits.
Okay,
It
awesome.
took me a second to realize that you were actually speaking to me.
You're good. You're good. All right.
Here I am planning my failed saved attempts over here, and just
Okay, so then if that does hit, she's not going to take that bonus action, but she will take the damage, which is 9 damage to that guy.
9 damage.
Mm-hmm.
That just takes out that person.
Oh,
You
Oh.
literally just hit the HP threshold on that one. Okay, so what you
Okay.
thought was a miss in your mind, you realize, oh wait, if I adjust a little bit, you take a swing and lands perfectly square in the head, almost turning, like concaving the helmet just in enough to kind of squish the head and seeing a bit of like the blood kind of coming right down and the body flying with it, hitting the floor, just this pile, just full on ransacked body.
All right.
So then that's your turn.
Yes, that's it for me.
Okay. So with that, it is the honor guard's turn. They will run in through. They will run in through the globe, bow out and ready to go, holding and saying, Viceroy, action. He just turns and says, looks like it's a lost cause. Which that point will end that turn there. Right. You have your wildfire spirit as well, I believe.
I checked actually between sessions, and I did not have the action economy for that, so no, I don't.
Oh, you do not have your wildfire spirit. The wildfire spirit has been removed.
Thank you, though.
Right. So my turn. So this guy is gonna kind of move in and be like, this will be pretty much where where Diamondback will be.
All right.
So just a little bit lower, but drops the bow, pulls the sword out, kind of aims and just like ready to go. Holding that action. Dedrick just says, walks in. What is your plan? What is your plan? Tobias looks up. Well, I was gonna negotiate, but it seems like they're keen bent on killing every one of us. Oh, I see. Grabs onto Tobias. Tobias pulls the knife. That was his held action.
Mm.
As the magistrate holds on, snaps a finger, and you see what happens to be a door open, like to come out, nice beautiful archway, come through, open right up and through. Let's go. Pulls Tobias and yanks him through. I'm just putting them over here for the sake of they're out of view.
Yeah.
Diamondback's body
Mhm.
slumps and hits the floor. Slumps and hits the floor. So with that, no, that's gone. They're out. Chiron, you're up.
He lets out the most rageful, grief-stricken howl that anyone has ever heard. And her eyes are nothing but wrath. And she basically just yells, "Goddamned idiots! Kill them all!" And she is just going to... Do I bounce off this orb? Or...
Do you attempt to run through?
Yeah.
You run through.
Cool.
You do not feel any resistance whatsoever.
Yeah. Knowing how she's got that move, she's going to go, like, right in, right towards the mage. Now, question.
Yep.
I got a... I got a point of luck. There's a point of luck given to Diamondback. Doesn't seem like he is going to be able to use it at present. Are we able to transfer that over to Chiron?
Totally.
Cool, thank you.
I kind of put it as like
Yeah.
it's a player.
Yeah.
It's a
Sweet.
player bane of luck.
Yeah, appreciate. Oh, what is our boon, by the way? Just in case it affects what or the attack or what I'm about to do.
I think you're muted, Juju.
I am. We found some gold on the ground.
Oh my god.
Yay.
Wow. Amazing.
Right. All right. So hasted, she is going to attack with advantage on with the luck point on the mage.
Yep.
Yeah. Worst use of advantage ever, an 8 and a 2. Still translates to an 18 on the attack.
Oh, that totally
You
hits.
can add a D4 to it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I mean, just do it anyway for the sake of...
Yeah. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, nice.
All right. And this is just...
I'm just gonna say this for the expediency. Whatever your max damage is, I'm kind of giving you the plot rage at this point. So whatever your dice would have done, it just max it.
All right. So if we maxed it out, that is 14 damage.
14 damage?
Yep.
Excellent. Actually, finish it.
Basically just like kind of runs in, sort of like, what direction is he facing?
Diamondback?
No, the mage.
The mage is honestly, it's kind of like he's looking at where you would technically be.
Okay, so
because conal the fact, like bunch of group of people here, just kind of being like, what is the threat assessment?
So she grabs the back of his head and does that kind of like John Wick thing, where she just like right up through the chin, into the brain, staring his soul out of his body as she lowers him down and yanks it out. And then she's going to turn over to the crossbowman next to her and attack again.
All right. Oh, so then, this person out skis they go. The body just slumps right to the ground, right beside Diamondback, where he is currently. Blood is just pooling in around.
Yeah.
Where the mutton chops would be.
Yeah. So that was only a 14 on the dice because I only get the D4 once, right? Okay. Yeah. So I'm guessing a 14 does not hit.
Against
the archer.
Right. These actually. These ones are done. Actually, same with this one. This actually helps me.
Yeah.
A 14 meets it and beats it.
Hey, nice. Plot rage again, or
Plot rage, always.
yeah. So we're just counting that as an insta kill or still damage?
No, it's damage.
Okay. Yep. So that yeah, plot rage, that would be 14.
14. Okay, cool.
Mm.
Plot rage, that's 14. Actually, you know what? At this point, insta-give him.
All right. Yeah, basically just like this one just kind of like whips around and like drives the sword into his eye so hard it like punches out the back of his skull, and she almost kind of like rides him right into the ground.
Understood. Actually, Warwick, you had held an action when Tobias did something. So,
Oh yeah.
you have technically that frame of reference to have taken that shot. Just saying. So,
At Toby.
at Toby.
Okay, cool. Well, I'll do that on my turn because my turn's next.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's basically just going to, like, after doing that, use her haste to sort of like stand over Diamondback's body next to this guy and just like basically in media res, like poised to attack, and like if there is such thing as a demon in elven form, it inhabits her right now.
Yeah. Excellent. Yeah, basically the darkness kind of just, I would say, visibly surrounds you, but it's just more or less an aura thing.
Yeah.
Where everybody around you realizes, oh, this is not a moment to be messing with Shiren. And Shiren, you are now just laying waste to what is left. This one guard, looking absolutely like scared. Like you see the visible, like the shaking and whatnot. The bow just drops, and which at that point lists. So take your shot at Tobias, and then we can get to your turn.
Yep. That's a 22 to hit.
22 to hit. Oh, that'll definitely hit.
I hope so. Oh, dice, that sucks. I rolled 2 1s on my dice. So that's 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage.
And then the next one is a 20 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
Okay, dice behave, please. It still rolled a 1.
Oh,
But I got an 8 on the other one. So 14 damage on the second.
okay. Okay. Yeah. As soon as he pulls the knife across Diamondback's throat, like the blood starts going. He kind of throws him away, and that was the moment. Fire! One lands pretty much like it would have hit his heart if he didn't just have that push action. It lands pretty much right in between the shoulder and the chest muscles, kind of catching into the bone right there. You hear the which at that point, reload, crack, fire once again. No remorse going in. Wait, Hunter's Mark damage.
Yeah, that includes Hunter's Mark.
Got it.
I got you.
Okay. I wanted to make sure that you at least had as much thrown out at you.
Yeah, for sure.
And then the second one lands square at the chest as he's being pulled through the door.
Cool.
Which I might as well just GM layer these guys.
I have Hunter's Mark up. So this is going into next round.
Yes.
They disappear. I still have Hunter's Mark up. It doesn't say whether they have to be within range. It just says I have to see it and mark it. And then until the spell ends, I have advantage on wisdom or on perception or survival checks to find it.
Okay.
So I would like to try and figure out where he went.
Does it tell you a direction Like, is it one of those like hexes where as soon as it's marked, as soon as the target is marked, you have like a basic idea where the
don't
target is?
know. It doesn't say. It just says I have advantage on perception or survival checks to find the target.
So then
I would assume not. I would assume I would have to roll for it.
You would have to. I'll put it to you this way. Given that you're trying to track a target that just used a spell to get away and basically teleported into a, well, seemingly random direction.
Okay.
It's basically at this point looking for a needle in a haystack a half football yard away.
So it wouldn't do anything. Like I wouldn't have like a ping or something.
Unfortunately not. It would say so if it was written in the spell for something like that.
Got it. No, for sure. I understand.
Yep.
In that case, I'm just gonna skip on over to B, because the only person alive is going to die very shortly. So, B is running over to Diamondback, pulling out a potion as soon as she sees the knife rip across, and this isn't happening again, and shoving the potion down Diamondback's throat while holding it closed, using the knowledge Alabel gave her to kind of keep that wound closed while she's trying to heal him in the only way she can.
Yep. You pull out this beautiful bulbousy potion bottle. Looks like it's a very fine crystal. Popping the cork on it, just and seeing this red liquid sloshing around, you open the throat, open the mouth, cover the throat. You open the throat.
It's a different type of.
Cover the throat, open the mouth. You shove it down the gullet, and you see the liquid just emptying out, and it's kind of like some of it is emptying out the wound here. It doesn't seem to be taking effect.
Fucker! It's not doing anything! And at that point, Warwick is just going to move, try and get a little bit closer to the group, and that's the end of my turn.
Which at that point, given.
Yeah. Ooh.
And just double checking, she'd be able to make it, or they would be able to make it off the cliff, no problem. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can totally make it off the cliff. You're the master of cliff diving, especially in this terrain. You're just like swan dive. Lara Croft swan dive, just Lance just keeps running.
Going to move there and where? What the hell? Where? I just saw it. Here we go. I'm going to vortex warp Val right next to Diamondback.
Yep.
So I'm gonna put you right next to him. And am I allowed to hold a reaction?
Hold a reaction?
Yeah.
I mean, the reaction status it's off your turn regardless.
Okay.
It's just one of those, like, a counter spell is just a reaction that happens, or like a attack of opportunity does that.
Okay. So I read it somewhere. Where was it? Excuse me. Oh my god. So whenever someone within 30 feet of me, so whatever's going to be going on with them around Diamondback, any ability check or saving throw, I'm going to add my reaction for them to add a +5 to their roll.
Yep. Cool. That's perfect.
No, that's it for there. Spleen. Spleen's gonna help keep pressure on the throat and start shredding some of Diamondback's clothes to start wrapping.
Yeah. A lot of this clothing is actually a lot finer than some sort of like the rags that people would have had for being incarcerated.
Mm-hmm.
And seeing and like getting a better look at his body now, he doesn't look like he was actually mistreated whatsoever. Like there was no signs of any abuse or scarring. Nutrition seems fairly like actually quite fed.
Mm-hmm.
Just wasn't given the yeah. You open up just a little bit further and you still see that patented Daddy Diamondback thong.
Oh my god. Cover back up.
I knew it.
Oh, I knew you were a freak.
But at that point, yeah, easily just rip the clothing apart. It's like this very nice. It's a pretty nice cotton weave actually. It's just very fine stitched.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't seem like any sort of like a basic linens or very ragged wear.
Yeah.
Wrapping it up and easily. Make a medicine check for me, please, to just
Okay.
help with that. With that, is that Dolly and Fem's turns?
Yes. Medicini. I love saying it like that. Medicini. So that will be an 18, and then I'm gonna go ahead and use Erie's thing for that reaction to make that a 23.
Easily done. I mean, bandaging a wound is not that difficult to do, and seeing the quality of the clothing, other than kind of being kind of very singed,
Mhm.
you tie it, you give it nice and snug, and you have fairly confident that you're doing what you can.
Mm-hmm.
With that, Yimmer, you're up. Howard and Val on deck.
Okay, so Yimmer seeing that. No, 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 you're not dying. You're not dying like this. And I'm gonna reach into Mr. Sack, pull out a bunch of yellow stuff on his finger, and start smearing it all over his nose. You're not dying on me, and casting Spare the Dying.
Spare the Dying would normally work on a body that would still have a connection to its soul. You're desperately trying to do this to gain a reaction. And you're feeling the connection not take.
Mr. Sack, no, no, this is not what we talked about. Something else, and just starts smearing stuff all over his face.
Oh no.
Yeah. All right. With that, Reedon, I'm assuming you're just gonna go in and start wailing on.
Yep.
All right, just do me the favor.
Yeah.
Tell me how you finish it.
I'm gonna say we just ignore that person. Like, from the fucking way.
Hey,
You throw-
Shyren gave an order.
No, you push him out of the way to get to Diamondback, and he lands on a tree, Final Destination style. Just
Oh yeah.
Reedon's just gonna go like blade up in the air and go just start wailing into the guy.
At this point, it's very much like Metal Gear Rising mode. Just pick the direction you wish to slice, and then go in every different direction. Just slice. Body
It's like
crumbles.
Cooking Mama, where to cut?
From Metal Gear Rising to Cooking Mama. All right,
Yeah, that's his turn.
Val.
That's all the enemies. So I think Val is just gonna step aside so that Dolly can get in and help try to treat him. And be ready to help her in whatever way she needs. Howard, on the other hand, is not okay with that.
Okay, with help?
Nope, not okay with people leaving. He is going to
Excuse me. He's gonna let the bodies hit the
do I
floor.
have to touch all of them at the same time? How does that work? Fly is a touch spell, but I can cast it on multiple people at a time. I guess I just have to touch each of them in one turn.
I would assume it's like a self cast thing, and then the kind of aura just jumps.
Okay.
I envisioned it that way.
Who wants to try and find that asshole while they treat him?
Me.
Let's fucking go. Warwick from across the way. I'm down.
I'm coming
Alright.
too.
Hell is just screaming.
How many people can I get? That's a total of 4. Spleen, B, Warwick, and Howard are all gonna have a 60-foot movement for the next 10 minutes of flying speed.
Oh, shit.
Everyone take a direction. Try and find them. They're not getting away. Not if I can help it. And I'm going to cast Fly at 6th level.
How long do we have that fly?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Okay. All right. Well.
Okay. I'm just deeply thinking on how this situation is going to work out, and how to logically make this happen. Everybody who's flying, roll me a D100.
Ooh.
D100.
Oh, I got 2 people. I gotta roll 2 D100.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a
Oh,
singular
many
entity.
peoples. Oh, it's dark in here now. Fuck. How the fuck did they almost roll the same thing?
And I assume Howard recognized, and anyone in Team Them recognized it as a dimension door, right?
Correct. I mean, the nerds definitely for sure. Beatrice, maybe.
Actually, I don't know if I've
No.
used it in front of B. I know I've used it in front of Spleen multiple
I
times.
used it with, or Diamondback used it with B
That's
during
true.
the
I've
fight
seen you
at,
bitches
Oh, okay.
That's true.
cheating. Run like a real man.
Okay, so what'd you get, Liz?
B got a 24. Warwick got a 28.
Okay. Howard.
78.
Okay. Given.
69.
Nice.
I feel like I should just give it to you for that because of that.
You
I
got
had to
the
keep a
secret
straight
number.
face because I was like, 69.
All right.
Whoa.
Okay. You guys basically. I'm kind at this point. We're kind of doing the turns and times are wobbly and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, you all go up and you choose a direction. You basically go in what would be a quadrant sort of style.
Okay. Okay.
And then at that point, I'm just gonna kind of focus on this moment right here, right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Which at that point, Shiren, you're wait, sorry, Dolly,
Dolly.
Halsterian.
Yes. Hal is just going to be useless, dropping to his knees. Dolly's going to rush up and start casting Revivify.
Excellent. Mark off the 300 gold or
Mhm.
300 gold worth of diamond. Again, we're going to be doing this ritual. Yeah, we're going to be doing this ritual. So with that, it's the people who are there. Same as last time.
Jake's family there.
You gotta talk. You gotta try and convince the spirit to come back to the body because it is so very fresh. The soul weaver hasn't fully grasped onto the soul just yet. Her grasp is coming quick though. With that, who's gonna start?
So Shiren, like knowing what Dolly is working on,
Yep.
is gonna like kind of sort of drop down to her knees, clasp one of his hands, feeling how cold it's already becoming, and go, well, we did break things off because we were afraid of exactly this. Losing you while I'm still here for more lifetimes than I'd ever want to count without you. Damn well happened anyway, didn't I? Guess that's our fault. Lives we led. But you're a tough old cuss. Even though you're only, what, 130 pounds soaking wet, dripping in molasses? I know you ain't done here yet. I ain't done with you yet. And there's plenty gotta be set right that needs you. Stay with me. Come back to me. Please. And she just leans down and kisses him.
Make a
Hat falls off the head and kind of drifts onto his.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
All right. Alrighty, that's an 18. Oh,
Okay.
actually, hang on. Forgot the D4. Dirty 20.
Nice. You cry out into the lifeless eyes of Diamondback, pleading and begging. All right. Who's next?
Yammer go next. Do I have his loot? I don't have.
I think you had his stuff. I think we gave it to you
Oh.
Yeah,
because of
we
how
got
much
it
it
from the
meant to you.
colors.
Yeah.
Oh. Yes. totally have that.
They was at the door, and I was like, "What's that?"
You know me, bud. I'm not really good at letting go. And I really, really not like this. We were going to have so much fun, and I was going to show you all the things I did, and I'm responsible now. Like I'm responsible, Yim, and that was for you, and I didn't become responsible for no one. So come back, Diamond. I want my diamond back.
I don't like Yimmer being sad. I don't like that.
I was tearing up over Shiren, and then Yimmer is just making me tear up even more.
Make a persuasion check, please.
Okay. Now I have exhaustion, so that is this an ability check?
No,
Okay.
no. This is like technically yes, but this is like a different type of ability.
Okay, well, I'm going to use my inspiration because that was not good. I need this die. This die, so no die. 19?
Again, the both of you are pleading, coaxing the soul, trying to coax the soul back into the body. Who's
Ooh.
next? Oh wait, what you got?
+4 to that.
It's a
22.
D4, if that's what you're
D4?
talking about.
D4. +3, so 20,
21.
21.
22.
22.
22.
Oh, you had a 19?
Yeah, 19.
Got it. Who's next?
Val is gonna put a hand on both of their shoulders. Now. Now I know he's very close and important to both of you. Just remember to have hope, because without it, there is no chance. And he's gonna cast Beacon of Hope. So any number of creatures within a 30-foot range of his choosing for the next minute have advantage on wisdom saving throws, death saving throws, and regain the max number of hit points from any possible healing.
Okay.
And he's choosing everyone, including Diamondback.
As soon as you finish the word hope, everyone around you, even though everyone here feels the sadness and the anger and the pure like desperation, there's that little nugget in your heart of just it's a little bit of nugget of like a relaxation, just a bit of like the warmth that feels like whenever you have your mother's cooking or you hug that one person that truly meant something to you. Otters' chicken nuggets.
Respect.
We respect the nuggies. Okay. Let's do this.
Mhm.
Oh,
No.
Oh.
The suspense.
mm.
Dolly, casting the Revivify spell, you place one diamond in the temple, one diamond in the heart, and you clasp the hands of Diamond back together, one diamond in the palm of the hands. Sprinkling the other ritualistic salts in a quick hurry, you pass them around. You get to your knees, and you start enchanting, doing the enchantment. Everybody sees the diamonds starting to glow. They all raise up, and the hand goes with it. They all break. 1, the head. 2, the heart. 3, the hands. He comes back.
Yeah.
That roll.
I'm going to tell you the green die was the one I initially was going to use.
Oh.
For reference, I rolled a 17 on the die and a 1 on the one I was planning on using. Tom, that was the die that you gave me.
Holy shit.
The green one?
Yep.
It tried to
betrayed me almost.
betray you.
Betrayal.
Hang on, one sec. I just need to take the headphones off for a moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And with that, we're going to go to break. We're going to take a 5-minute break, people. I just need to re-water myself and go to the bathroom.
Oh.
Okay.
Ah.
Bye-bye.
There's too many pickles.
Welcome
Never.
back, everybody. We're back.
There's no such thing as too many pickles.
I've honestly just, you don't realize the stress I was under this whole week. Just like knowing that this was a possibility and it failing.
Mhm.
Hey, like I told you, if it happened, it happened. I wouldn't have been mad either way.
I know, but it's still one of those like I don't like it.
I was mad.
But it worked out.
Yeah. All right. He breathes in, Diamondback. You open your eyes. The wound on your neck. Actually, you don't know.
Yeah.
Because it's currently covered by your torn clothes.
Just look up at Shiren and I go, oh, hell, am I still dead or am I dreaming?
Which at that point, Shiren goes up and says, well, heaven just got a little prettier, didn't it?
Oh, shit, I am still dead, ain't I?
Kind of gives you like a half punch in the shoulder there. You
Okay, pain, I'm alive.
You're alive. What was the for the death saves one, Val?
Beacon of Hope.
Beacon of Hope.
Advantage on death saves.
I thought it was like max health or something like that.
It's
Oh.
multiple effects. It is all the targets get advantage on wisdom saves, advantage on death saves, and max healing from any possible healing that they receive.
Well, seeing as a Revivify is very much the healing spell,
Yeah.
Diamondback is at pretty much back at full.
Yeah.
It was like, I find Beacon of Hope, like the way I see that worded is very much one of those, like, it is quite beneficial in death.
I like it.
Yeah. And then he's going to look up and see Yim. Just going to go,
Hey, buddy.
you came for me.
Oh, of course I did. I wasn't as fast as I wanted to, but I've been busy. A lot to tell you about. But let's first get all that muck off your face. Starts.
I thought I smelled something. I thought that was me.
Yammer. Shiren leans in. Yammer, yeah, let's wipe him off. But honestly, we got to give the man some space. He just died.
Yeah. Well, I'm feeling a lot better now. Looks up at Dolly. Oh, hey there, Tiny.
Oh,
Long
hey
time.
there. Steve, they're mine now.
Yeah.
They're all mine now.
Yeah. Then it sees.
Diamondback, Mr. Hallidale.
I take it from the look of severe perspiration and exertion on your face, you're the reason I'm not playing a harp right now?
Oh, probably. And here he comes up. Well, golly, jeez, look at that. He's alive.
Oh, hey there, Smarts. You the one that set me on fire? I thought I recognized the style.
Well, we didn't know you were in there. We saw Tobias and we had to take our shot. There's nothing else
took
I could do
several.
about that.
Yeah,
I took
respect it.
several.
I respect it. And Shiren, yeah, I mean, God, even if he had negotiated, he was just going to cut me and as everything dropped.
I had to try, my dear. I
Uh-huh.
had to try.
Well,
Even an unreasonable man can be reasoned with.
yeah, that's true.
And with that, we're going to go to the Flyers.
Sorry, can I just acknowledge Helsterian first?
Yeah.
Then, Hal, who the hell's got you all angry, partner? Someone die?
He just sobs and slumps over.
Aw.
He's
Yeah, me
just
too,
a
buddy.
big of emotions.
Me too.
Well, you don't want to address Val?
Oh, sorry, yeah. Well, I thought you would have been the one to try and talk them out of killing me.
I honestly tried, but really, I was dealing with everybody else.
You did good, partner. You all did real good.
Yeah.
Where the
I'm
hell's
glad
everybody
you're
else?
okay. I'm glad you're okay. And
Yeah, brother. I'm glad you're
Oh,
okay.
yeah. Reading. Yeah.
no, just reading is like, oh, look at this thing right here. I am a machine of death.
That's no longer glowing.
Yes. I'm just gonna give him a minute.
He's just like taking it to a tree, just being like, "Oh, you can do this." And it's like,
Oh, I love him.
Liars. At this point, Lissa, you still have control of work. I think you're muted.
Yep. Yeah, I was. Hmm.
Okay. Either way, so you all take your separate routes. I would like for you all to roll perception checks. Lissa with advantage, for work.
Got it. Or Hunter's Mark, right?
Correct.
Click it. This would play into the exhaustion, correct?
That would. Work doesn't have.
Well, no,
exhaustion.
with B.
Yes, it would.
Okay, Warwick, advantage. Ah, I need 4 dice.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Ooh. Ooh. Not awful.
So what you get? Oh, you're still looking.
Sorry. B got a 14. Warwick
Okay.
got a 28.
All right. Right on. Spleen.
Spleen also got a 14.
What?
Yes!
I
love it.
So your roll synced up as well?
Yes.
I rolled 2 19s. I got a 19 with both of them, but B has disadvantage, so.
And then Howard.
Well, I lost the net 20, but I still managed to come out with an 18.
Nice.
All right. All of you shooting up and going off in different directions, trying to find Tobias of Kieths and the magistrate. Each of you taking a different little section. The forest is looking very much like never ending at this point. How high up would you guys go?
Well, with the thing with the forest being super, I guess, really dense, I think actually being closer to the treetop to hear
Mhm.
like any movement, voices
Yeah.
would probably be better.
All right, Howard, what would be your plan of attack?
Being too high wouldn't help me see through it. So maybe like 50 foot from the ground tops, because he doesn't want to be super close to ground level.
Yep.
But he wants to be close enough to at least be able to see and hear through the brush.
Okay.
Or not the brush, the canopy.
Yep, and I mean, technically it'd be the same thing.
Yeah.
But Beatrice and Warwick, what would be your plan of attack?
Warwick would actually probably both of them would be just above the treetops. Considering the trees are so dense, just
Yep.
kind of skirting along.
So weaving above the canopy and the generalized canopy, there'd be some trees that actually reach and branch up and over, so you're kind of like flying in and around these different styles and various variations of trees. And you see that like you start going with the rolling hills. Some of them have like a sheer drop that end into a ravine. You're heading in one direction, and you're trying desperately to see if there's any sort of tracks or something, but how frankly you're looking, you're not seeing anything out of the ordinary that wouldn't be for a forest of this growth. Howard, same thing, going back and forth. You find the ravine as well, but you head off in another direction. You have a good marker place because you see what is like the black billowing smoke now turned into white. That would be where you guys had come from, the caravan. Just such a generalized marker and viewpoint. You head further. You head like you start doing what is like the most intelligent thing to do is to do like a searching pattern, just kind of like a back and forth to really see if you can catch something off guard. And still, you're not finding anything again out of the ordinary. Spleen. You would be crazy enough to go into the canopy as you're flying just to be like, I.
We're fun that way.
Exactly. Crazy enough to go into the canopy and try and weave through the trees itself while trying to maintain some sort of like a viewpoint and to really look and see around. You find a bunch of deer that are now running away because you're creating a bunch of ruckus in and around. But you as also are having a hard time trying to find something immediately out of the bat.
Mm-hmm. I know that with this being only like 10 minutes, when it starts to wear off, she's going to commune with nature.
Okay. So then Beatrice, I'll go to Beatrice and then we'll go back to you, okay?
Mhm.
Perfect. Beatrice, same thing. You kind of like you fly to a point, you dip it down just to see if there's any sort of like change in scenery, but a lot of these trees have a bunch of like younger brush that are growing up underneath the canopies of these larger, more elder trees. And you see what looks to be like walk paths that have been naturally ingrained just due to the fauna. Due to the fauna, just kind of natural walking paths. There are some trees that have scratch marks on them that look to be from like very large pawed creatures, and evidences of hives that have been knocked down and pilfered. But generally, you can't see anything. You haven't found anything outside that. Spleen. Communing with nature.
Yep. So again, she goes down to the ground, huffing in frustration. She's going to dig her hands and her claws into the earth and start to commune with nature, and she's going to ask, well, within 3 miles of her, for the nature to show her 2 individuals, like it's going to be Tobias and whatever the hell the other dude was. So I can look at prevalent plants, minerals, animals, or peoples.
Yep.
So I'm wanting to look for this particular small group. I also want to get particular terrain. So I want to know if there's any caves, anything that's nearby that could be used to hide in. And then for animals, I think also with deer, so I can see the movement of deer that's been skittish. If it's not just me, if it's somewhere else, scared by something else.
Okay. Sitting there and connecting with nature, you stick your hands into the ground. You basically you go into basic like yogi position and just shut your eyes. You look up, you breathe, and as you exhale, you feel what seems to be like the energy or your essence leave your body, but it ends into the ground, and you feel the interconnected weave of the nature that binds itself together and grows in tandem with each other. Feel all the small, like the bushes and plants of the smaller foliage that has started to grow and blossom and bloom, especially in this spring. That leads into the larger canopies of the trees that bloom up into the sky. You sit down and you notice that there's a large cave system that is basically directly underneath you guys, but it also reaches out in expansive different ways. It's almost as if something had burrowed all of this out. Like it feels as if it was something burrowed it out. Um, you're looking for peoples. You gain two pings of people that are more or less like they're further than you had expected them to be. They are from your position, like the way I see it is you went directly south and they're more southwest at this point.
Okay.
You only have a general direction. You don't have
Yeah, general direction, not really distance wise. I just know they're within 3 miles.
yeah.
Okay. Spleen. Do I know kind of the distance away from the main group?
No. Because you're at the ground right now.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, because you're at the ground right now. You are uh yeah,
Yeah, it's hard to tell. Yeah,
you have to go up to see the smoke plume, basically,
gotcha.
because of how a lot of the terrain and around right now is with you. It's like you basically kind of went down a set of hills to try and
Yeah.
follow into a ravine or something like that.
All right. Well, I am going to. Now, do I have? Mm, 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 mm. Okay. You can. Okay. So I am going to pretty much book it in that direction. So I'm going to go ahead and rage again for 1 minute. Just for a brief moment. And then so I can get that bonus action dash.
Okay. Okay, so the way I see this is you're soul searching around.
I'm just making like a dead sprint.
Sorry, just hearing weird noises upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Poltergeist.
Buddha Goose.
Voodoo goo. Oh my
Uh,
god.
your hands are in the ground. You breathe, and as soon as you feel the two pings of two humanoid forms, the the energy comes back into the body. Yeah, the energy comes back into the body, and I kind of see it like you're at the ass end of fly. So you
Mhm.
just fly right off as a rage just takes over your body, and you take right off.
Yep, I'm letting Vulture be priority form. Just go.
Yeah, and your body changes and changes with the rage as well. Like you become more avian in your likeness and form,
Hmm.
um, rushing forward in that general direction. Um, Make a nature check. Or nature, survival, or perception, whichever one you deem to roll into. Just tell me which one. Tell me which perspective you're going to head into.
I'm gonna go for survival.
Okay.
Okay. First. Nice.
Just
Okay.
FYI, Burb, you can actually bonus dash because you're a goblin, as well
Oh,
as
that's
with
right.
evil.
That's right. That's right. Even if I'm running out of rage, I'll just keep going.
Spring fast.
I am fast. Okay. The second roll was the lowest one. It's 21. I rolled 19 and 16.
Okay. You run off in what is to be a general direction, and you keep moving, running. You're pretty good at keeping your trajectory, trying to, keep the bearing and heading going down. Trying to reference the sun, but even with like the thicket of the treetops, it's
Mhm.
hard to determine uh, where it would be.
Mhm.
You still
Yeah,
run, you run, jumping over like downed and fallen trees and following the paths of like the trail,
Mhm.
the game trails. And you run. You're panting, you're breathing.
Yeah, even though I'm tired, I just keep flashes of seeing Diamondback's lifeless body keeps flashing in my eyes every time I blink. And it just keeps feeling her even more.
Yep. And you run for the minute, pure on, not even stopping, not even thinking. Do you have athletics as marked off?
I have
Like
advantage with athletics.
you have advantage with athletics, but do you have it as a core skill of yours?
As like a one of your proficiency ones? Yes.
Good. You saved yourself from another exhaustion.
Sweet. My palms are sweaty, Mom spaghetti.
Keep you run, and you don't see anything that stands out. You you stop. You take a look around. You're panting heavily, even though you're the still
Mhm.
exhausted from the run beforehand. Um, you're pushing yourself to your limits, and as you take a second to breathe and calm down, you sit and you listen. You don't hear anything.
Mhm. Mhm.
If the 10 minutes have expired, Howard would have returned before the end of it to the party, uh, and sent a message to anyone who did not return as well to
Yeah.
check on where they are if they found anything.
So
The
with a spell being a ritual cast, is that something I can do again?
Mm-hmm.
I want to do it again.
Is it a part of like what is it a part of?
It
It
comes
is part
from
of the yes, spirit walker is part of my totem subclass. Let me see if it Anybody says anything about it? I got speed with animals, being sense.
Yeah, I want to say commune with nature
Yeah.
as the
You can cast the
totem,
commune with nature spell as a ritual. Spirit Walker.
and your
At 10th
spirits are
level, you
what
can
show
cast
up.
the commune with nature spell, but only as a ritual. When you do so, a spiritual version of one of your animals can choose from totem sphere or aspect of the beast appears to you to convey the information you seek.
Okay, that would have also been nice to know for that.
Doesn't have to be a totem thing, but I know because we kept kind of doing with just nature in general.
Well, I mean, if it's part of your ability to be as the totem, that very much is. Like, if you get it from the totem warrior,
Mhm.
then like that's how it's conveyed.
Yeah.
It's not just because it's a nature thing. It's like, no, that's how it's conveyed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're doing it again. You're spending another
Yeah.
10 minutes.
Mm-hmm. And I am zeroing in on pings of those two people. If I can. They're within 3 miles.
Okay.
I am hunting them down.
Again, you take another 10 minutes to sit and breathe. Sit and breathe and calm yourself down. You get your heart rate to a point where you start able to hear the nature around you. Tried and true. Tried and true. You stick your hand to the ground. Yeah, you stick your hand into the ground. You breathe in, and as soon as you breathe out, the energy moves back through. Which animal do you choose as your aspect?
I'm still gonna go with Vulture. I am trying to find someone that is wounded, and I'm going to hunt them down
All right.
quickly.
As soon as you breathe out, you feel the interconnection, and then you open your eyes and you see the aspect of your vulture. Look at on one of the tree branches, just looks at you and just flies off into a direction. It's more west of you at this point.
Yep. I follow.
You follow,
Uh-huh.
and then as soon as you start following,
Yep.
it disappears.
Mm-hmm.
Make another survival check, please.
Okay. That is 18 survival.
18 survival. Okay.
Mhm.
You run for another 5 minutes. And forgive me, I'm thinking very, very
no, no.
hardly. It's one of those situations where it's like I have to really soul dive on this one.
Yep. Do what you need to do.
Yeah.
Lissa, would B and Warwick have come back?
Warwick
they have?
probably would have gone as far as possible, and then probably around the 7-minute mark started making their way back. So they're not fully back yet.
I fucking needed myself.
B, I assume, would have made it to like 5 minutes, and then tried to find spleen.
Mm-hmm.
And then probably landed in the general vicinity where she went when the spell ran out. So is probably not back quite yet.
Yeah. Okay.
So Howard would have sent a message to B and
Oh.
Spleen by the time Fly was gone.
Yeah, so at this point, Spleen, you would have heard Howard. This would have happened like 10 minutes ago for you, or sorry, 15 or 20 minutes ago, and you still went on a pursuit.
Can I answer him
Yeah,
back?
you could totally answer.
Yeah. What you hear in your head is like feral, just on path. Seek blood. Hunt, hunt, hunt. Just completely blinders on, tunnel vision.
Okay.
When B gets back, he would probably try again. More direct this time. Short, simple message. Which direction?
Southwest, then west.
And he'd rally everyone who's willing to head that way and try and find her.
Diamondback would take up his loot, put the hat on. Well, I didn't get brought back for nothing, did I?
Good to see you again, Diamondback.
You
And
too,
B runs
kid.
over and gives her a great big hug. Don't fucking die on me, you bitch!
Try not to.
Motherfucker. Cries.
Yeah. All right. At this point, Spleen, no, you're not finding them. You keep heading in the direction you think you're going, and at this point, you're not finding any real sign of them.
Cowards! Cowards! All of you! She just starts tearing things that's around her just up because she still thinks Diamondback is dead.
Which is at this point, like you're doing that, and for the sake of brevity, eventually all of you do catch up. Diamondback, you do step down.
Yeah.
At this point, you pulled the scarf off the neck,
Yeah.
and the scar is very light.
Mhm.
It's almost barely noticeable. It almost looks like a natural crinkle.
Yeah.
In the neck folds.
As at some point along as we're listening to Spleen, he just gets a cheeky little grin, or looking for Spleen, he gets a cheeky little grin on his face. He starts playing a very dark melody on his lute. Y'all said Tobias got away, right?
Mm.
Well, on the off chance he hears this. It's a very different kind of shatter than you've ever heard him cast. He's aiming it up in the air so it doesn't hit anybody. But it's more about projecting what he's singing to a volume that will echo.
Very much so. Make a performance check.
There we go. Ready? Ooh, nice. That is a 28.
Nice. All right. You cast it. You cast it straight up, just above the canopy. It explodes, and you hear the echoes off some of the ravines that are close by to you guys, and other of the trees. You see the birds just a whole bunch of them flying off in a various metered direction, and yeah.
And so
you feel like that one really just.
Yeah. And so caught up in the sound reverberating in the shockwave, you can hear the blood dripped as he fell down slow. You ain't coming round here anymore. Say goodbye to your soul. Smile twisted his face as he quickly rose from his knees. He said, I'll be back when you least expect it. and hell's coming with me. Hell's coming with me.
That's good. That's good. All right. At this point, Spleen, it's like everybody's there except for basically the Hallowed Revolt. They're pretty much they're staying back to kind of deal with the mess of the caravan.
Spleen is like on her knees, hands in the ground, just banging them. Her knuckles are bleeding from hitting tree trunks and hitting her fists on rocks and clawing at them, and her hair is a mess from probably holding and pulling on it, and she's in tears and screaming rage.
Bee'll just walk up behind Spleen. It's me. Calm down. It's okay. And just lightly put her hands on her shoulders. Breathe.
They're cowards! I can't find them! They got away! They can't get away with this!
Let him run, darling. Ain't worth tuckering yourself out over little old me. Oh, spleen, oh, spleen, oh, spleen, oh, spleen.
Spleen.
I'm begging of you, please come hug this man.
I'm not crying, you're crying! She goes and hugs you. It is like a hard hug.
Yeah, and he actually, like, he sinks down to his knees so he can, like, do kind
Yeah.
of like a fade head to head. Like,
If you didn't, she would have pulled you down.
yeah, you guys came for me.
Well, duh.
I knew you would.
I told you gotta toughen up.
Yeah. Well, in my defense, I'm glad to see anybody take a knife to the neck and walk it off.
Yeah, well. Whatever. Maybe you've like flexed. I don't
I missed you too. I missed all of you.
They got away. I couldn't.
Yeah. It's all right.
I wanted to bring you back his tongue.
That's really sweet. And
Yeah.
maybe a
Got
little
more
disgusting.
reserves. We can keep chasing.
Ah,
Not all of us.
I don't want that son bitch taking any more than he already has today. I'm sorry for what you all just had to go through.
We might have just fucked the colors over, but
Fuck the colors.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck 'em.
Yeah. Exact. Fuck the colors.
Yeah.
we
Well,
might need some
I'm tired of
tequila.
this.
well, in all fairness, Fury did what he could to make sure I was well looked after, but I'd be damned if I'm gonna do anything at their request anymore. You don't con one of your own crew and expect them to come back smiling.
Even if it's for a good thing.
Yeah.
From what I've learned from where I used to be is that they don't really care for the little guys.
Well, Red's all right. Pretty sure she's the only one in that chromatic clusterfuck I actually trust.
But still, she's still part of the that group. Yeah, there's gonna be good in there, but really, what matters is what's here.
Yeah.
And take a page out of my book, which is weird because I don't really fucking read. But do what you fucking want. And take your own course, because you don't know where it's gonna lead you. But if you go down the path of taking orders and being another soldier, foot soldier, you're gonna just die, and they're gonna find somebody else to replace you.
Well, now wouldn't that be funny? I wonder how they'd react if you went back and tell them I died. Strictly speaking, it wouldn't be a lie.
He's right. And Spleen, not only is he right, but not all books use words. And he just kind of pulls out his spell book and flips through a bunch of pages towards her, and most of it's pictures or drawings or weird symbols.
I mean, yeah, have you seen my contract?
Exactly.
I have.
Honestly,
I've signed it once.
I know.
You signed it once?
Blame Hal.
okay, did this happen while I was in prison? And on that note, Hal, is that why your horn's broken?
I got
Like looks between Hal and Howard. Did you two? Because I got to be honest, I've been seeing sparks. Did you? Is it?
It's part of the thing I want to tell you about. My new business venture.
Which at that point, you guys start heading back and head to the Hallowed Revolt. You head back to the Hallowed Revolt, finding your way to see the caravan. Kind of like a lot of the carts have been now moved off to the side of the road. The horses that have been thoroughly destroyed by all the magic, and the ones that were alive are now dead and being roasted. Reading
Fury's finishing off the rest of the horses.
Yeah.
Just so you can't eat them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you.
And Val tending and taking care of doing very light medical work and patching and whatnot with people who are hurt. Oh, you're back. Welcome. I
So-
see you found your friend.
Everyone's accounted for.
I was really hoping he'd get to hide another body or two.
What, Val?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. I hit the bodies over there. And you just see like a bunch of different like misshapen like lumps and mounds in the side of the hill that you guys perched on.
Sitting. I'm sitting.
Yeah.
Yeah, Erie is just like, tending to the fire, making sure that Rita isn't overdoing the spit roast with what's left of the horses.
Howard's gonna retrieve the ring and search for any fucking shit they might have had in
Yeah,
that
especially that
convoy
light
that's of use to us.
Sharon, oh, darling, we've already done all that. Here's everything. And pulls, like, you see just like a giant mound of gold. We kind of estimated it to be about 16,000 gold pieces in there. We found a good chest of platinum.
It is a royal.
Oh, yeah.
Figures one time I travel in style, I get lit on fire.
So, then let me bargain. So 95 gold.
95 gold. That's way too much, honey. What are you talking about? That's way too much. Especially for those little hands. You're going to have a haversack with that. And it's like, I believe we're going to have to do this 50-50 because this was half a job. Even though y'all entered late.
Yeah, but the ring tells everyone where to go.
Yeah.
Besides, we
Oh,
ran
come on
into
now,
a little
Shy.
bit of complication.
Stupidity.
You telling me everything with the revolt's been 100% military efficiency, no screw ups? And he kind of looks around the whole crew. With this crew?
Oh, just split the money already. I'm hungry. Just feed.
Put that horse
How's the
down.
horse reading?
It's at this point of the day where it's now like it's turning into dusk. It's turning into dusk, and like you guys have basically set up a whole like encampment area.
So,
Sorry, you can go ahead.
so if you want us to tell the colors that you are dead, then what does that mean for you? You're not going to come back with us?
And he kind of looks over at Shiren and says, well, after a speech like that, how the hell could I say no?
She looks up and she smiles a little bit and kind of blushes. At that point. Well, seeing as Tobias is seeing my face and is probably going to equate this to the Hallowed Revolt. He's going to put my family in a target's line, so I need to get back as soon as I possibly can.
And I've been away from home for too long.
Shall we face it together, dear?
That sounds like a damn fine time to me, darling. You mind
Right.
if I sing it along the way?
I'd like that. I'd like that very much.
All right.
You gotta
We'll get
tell
one
us where
final
you
tune.
live so we could come visit.
As soon as it ain't a risk for assassination, I will.
We care about
Know
that.
that.
You guys, at this point, like, I'm just going to speed this up a little bit. All of y'all spend one night together at the caravan. Wake up the next morning and you go and split your ways.
Can I
Tom,
get one more Diamondback song in before we leave?
And one more thing before.
one more thing.
Spleen is gonna pull out from her from her bag and give you that fancy quill.
No.
Don't ask where I kept it.
Oh, I think I know.
This is yours.
Thank you, Spleen. Pockets it, wipes his hand on the grass. Know that I don't do this easy. Y'all are a tough lot to leave. You're dedicated, passionate, damned creative. That's coming from me. And you look out for each other. The colors don't deserve you. But the folk in Falskallan owe their lives to you. There could be no more deserving of heroes like you. This ain't goodbye. It's just so long for now. I don't plan on dying again anytime soon. God knows we spent enough diamonds on it. When I'm back.
His diamond back.
Exactly.
Tom.
You'll know.
Now, Tom.
Yep.
May I take him?
Just one more song.
One more song.
Hurry now and hold me, well, we still got the chance. Time is cruel and a moment true can slip right through your hands. I don't want to run from wreckage when we sail away. I only want to see your smiles shining in my wake, but I gotta go, go, go. Another ship and another show. 20 songs if they love me, only 18 if they don't, and I'll wander far and wide. Many miles until you're mine. How many nights are roadway lines, I don't know. But I gotta go, go, go. Yes, I gotta go, go, go.
And with that, Diamondback looks up. Just saying goodbye. And everybody, all of the revolt goes, turns around and starts walking off into the direction of Corduria, into Estad. To Diamondback, to Tom.
Thank you.
One hell of an adventure.
Of all the years I have played Dungeons and Dragons, there has never been a finer table, run by a better DM, nor populated with worthier players. You are all the best group I've ever had the privilege of rolling dice with.
Which at that point, I'm gonna call that the party appreciation that you had got received from Otter. But Charminar's basically hit one for every one of us, except for you.
I don't know if I'll be able to say mine without sobbing.
That's okay. Not all tears are an evil.
Well, at this point, I'm gonna say this. Tom, it has been a damn pleasure. Thank you for allowing me to take a meme character and make it serious for you.
Hell yeah. Thank you for allowing me to do the same.
Mm-hmm. I appreciate your willingness to at least take a chance on me sending you like very cryptic messages being like, would you allow me to do this? You're like, sure.
Everything in service of the story.
Everything in service of the story. It's been a goddamn pleasure. I kind of just want to end it here as that because I mean, not to say that everyone else's opinions don't matter.
It's a fitting conclusion, though.
It's a fitting conclusion, and we have to say goodbye sometime.
Yeah.
Char,
We are going to miss you.
Yeah, thank you.
I hope you
Very
understand.
much.
We are going to miss you, Tom. The table's always open for you, okay?
I'll let you know whenever I got time.
Excellent. You fucking better.
Goddamn right.
Normally we would do ending announcements, but honestly, I just want to end it here.
Well, I did have. I
Oh,
will shout out our patron Mama Bear because I did pick a very fitting song for the ultimate last Diamondback parody.
yeah, do it.
Oh.
And this one goes out to Mama Bear, but I encourage anyone who might be thinking of supporting Dire Bear on Patreon to take these words to heart. In the ineffable style of Eagle Eye Cherry. Well, we know I'm going away, sure is sad, but it's gotta be so, so Mama Bear. Here's one last song from me. Been a slice, I gotta flee. Donate tonight and fight the break of dawn. Come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone. Donate tonight and fight the break of dawn. Come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone. Thanks,
All right.
Mama Bear, and thank you all our patrons.
Thank you all of our patrons. With that, you guys have yourselves a good night. We'll see you next week. And do you dare to imagine?
Have you ever fought a dragon and stormed its mountain lair? Have you ever killed a vampire and seen the evil in its glare? Have you ever sought adventure and couldn't find it anywhere? Well, here's the answer to your call. We are the Dire Bear. Adventuring company. From Rah!